What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you a red hot KDP niche that you might want to check out. So welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I am going to be sharing a red hot niche with you. This is for low content book publishing and it's actually a colouring book niche. Now you're probably thinking, okay, colouring book niche, how am I going to create that and where am I going to get the graphics? Well, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you two places where you can actually get graphics to create this type of book. Now, what type of book is that, or what is the niche? Well, it's in the dragons niche. So we can see right here, dragons colouring book. On Self-Publishing Titan's Chrome extension, which I suggest you get in, it has a 56%. Now with dragons, actually let me backtrack. What does this mean? So this is the niche, or the keyword niche score. With this, the higher the better. So if we click on here, they actually suggest that you find keywords with 63% and above. This way you're going to find it easier to rank on page 1. But me personally, I find niches using this Chrome extension with 40% and above. Main reason being, if the average BSR is under 300,000 or even 500,000, you can still make some relatively good money. So if you had 10, 20, 30 books, all with a BSR of under 500,000, you can still make really good money. So this is one of the reasons why I do it. I do find real high demand niches with low competition with 70% and above, but I do also, like I said, find a score of 40% above, and if it's easy for me to create that book, I'll just go ahead and create it. Anyway, Dragon's Colouring Book. This can be broken down into a few different kind of sub niches. So we have Dragon's Colouring Book here, Dragon's Colouring Book for kids ages 4 to 8, for adults, Cute Dragon, Dungeons and Dragons. I would stay away from that one for obvious reasons, as this is a computer game, Dungeons and Dragons, so I'd just stay clear of that and stay on the safe side. But taking a look at just Dragon's Colouring Book, we can see that there's only 2,000 results under all. Books is going to be different, but I do my research on all and books, and then I just go with my gut feeling on what I want to do. But I am finding myself recently doing more research under all. Now, like I said, this has 2,000 results, and if we go through and look at the BSRs, we can see this has 25,000, 21,000, 20,000, 9,000. So this looks like a really good niche with hardly any competition. So because there's 2,000 results, and if you created a really good quality book, which really resonated with this audience, then you're naturally going to make sales and move up the rankings. So, how did I actually find this niche? Well, once you understand niches, you realise they're absolutely everywhere. And then when doing my research, I was looking at fairy colouring books, magical colouring books, things like that, and dragons popped up. So I thought I'd look for dragons, checked Dragon's Colouring Book, and we can see that it's actually a pretty good niche. Now, another way to find niches is food. So, food, hobbies, sports, games, animals. So there's so many animals, you can go through a whole list of animals, dogs, pigs, cows, and then put colouring book in front of them. So I could change this to a pig colouring book, a dog colouring book, and so on, and keep doing my research until I find all these niches. Now at the minute I've been doing so much research that I have over 100 niches ready for me to start creating books. Now if you're part of the LCB Vault, you know we are releasing a colouring book course, and all these niches that I have been finding I will be releasing in there as well. So anyway, Dragon's Colouring Book. If you wanted to create this, where are you going to find the graphics? Well, one of my favourite places is Creative Fabrica. So if we look here, all I typed in was Dragon's clip art, and then all this came up. Now you can create colouring books from clip art. So with this, I could actually download this, and it's as long as it's an SVG, you can actually modify this clip art for it to be black and white, so you can use that in your colouring books. Or you can try and find all the dragon clip art, which is perfect for creating colouring books, like this one. So 19 dragons. You could create a book with this. Let's take a look at that. Give that 1 second to load up. There we go. So this would be perfect. You could download this. You can see that I already did, because I have been creating these books. But we can see that these would be perfect. Now what I recommend is not actually putting them onto a page like that, because so many other people are going to be doing this. What you want to do is use these graphics in combination with other graphics to create your colouring page. Now if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll understand what I mean. But this is perfect. You could make so many different types of dragon colouring books just using these. So if you come over to Creative Fabrica, type in Dragon's clip art, and you're going to come across a lot of good stuff. Then I've also found somewhere else which is selling dragon colouring pages, and that is just here. Now what I'll do, I'll leave links for these down in the description if you want to go and check them out. But this is a dragon's colouring pack. So I got this last week or something. I've already got that in my Canva in a separate folder, which you're going to see in a minute. But if we take a look, these colouring dragon pages are really cool. Now with these, you can make so many other types of books as well, or so many different types of colouring books, or dragon colouring books, because there's an unlimited amount of ways that you can put these on pages in combination with other graphics to make really unique colouring pages which no one else has. So with this, you actually get 20 colouring pages. So let's actually have a look through this. It is $27, but definitely worth it. I'm going to show you the graphics in a minute. They have a couple of upsells, which are not necessary. You can just buy this. One of the upsells is these colouring pages. So if we go down, they're these, but actually coloured in. Again, you don't really need that. That is a choice, but you can get away with just having this bundle. And as we can see, these graphics are pretty cool, and you can create a really nice colouring book using them. So let's go down a little bit. We can see that there's 20 high resolution images, which are perfect for your projects. And because they're $27 each, no, not each, sorry, for the bundle, that works out about 85 cents per dragon, which is insane. So you pay 85 cents per dragon instead of the $20 that they paid. They are the cutest dragons and your customers have ever seen before. But let's just have a look and go through a little bit more. So what can you do with these images? You can create colouring books, journals, activity books, mugs, stickers, fiction stories. So this is absolutely perfect. Again, if you want to check out this bundle, this package, I will leave a link for this down in the description. Disclaimer, I do make a small commission if you decide to purchase, but it helps us out and helps us keep creating all of this content. Now, so there's a couple of places that you can get dragons for your colouring books. Now let's go over to Canva so you can actually see some of these images. So here we are in Canva. All I've done is just put a little border round here, but here are the colouring pages from this package. So let's take a look, because some of these are pretty cool. Now, like I said, what I recommend you don't doing is just doing this. So let's click on that. Make that a little bit bigger. This is what most people are going to do. They're just going to get the graphic, put it on, and then move on to the next. and just have one graphic per page. Now, I don't recommend that for multiple different reasons. You should never use graphics as is. You should always use graphics in combination with other graphics to make better designs. So now that I have all of these, we can have a look through them. They're all 20 just there. But now I have these, I can use this in combination with other graphics which I have just here. Now, recently I actually purchased I actually got it with my membership on Creative Fabrica, but I purchased a bundle with over 5,000 graphics in them. This is the bundle, and this has 5,000 graphics, all in different niches, all different things, which will help you create colouring pages. Now, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link for this down below as well. But this bundle just there is where all these graphics came from. So now if I just go down to folders, click on here, put CF, go to pretty graphic, we can see all these folders came from this mega bundle. And now I have all these different types of graphics which I can use to create my colouring pages. Now if we go back and just type in MISC, I have all of these here as well. So now if I click on one of these, actually we just did that one, so let's do a different one. Let's go on that one. All these different types of graphics which would be perfect. So something like this. So we could move him over a little bit. It would be better if we had kitchen graphics. I do believe I have that. But just by putting that there, so we could do that. Make that smaller, have that down here, and you can create a scene for your colouring page. Now let's take this, let's go back there, let's do CF. Is there kitchen? Nope. Let's do food. Okay, so that's not coming up right, so let's do that again. Food. See, I have all these food graphics which I got from here, this giant mega bundle, which I can use. So let's click on the third one and take a look, see what we got. Actually, let's go to a different one. But you get the point. So this is how I would create the colouring book. So let's do MISC again. So let's go back to MISC. Let's go on, was it this one? Nope. Let's go to MISC 3. So let's just take that out, do that. So I could use that as well, because this graphic is all about food, as he has a turkey or a chicken just there. So I could put this on the colouring page. And the good thing about these types of graphics, you can push them behind each other, in front of each other, and you can really make something really cool. So I've moved that behind him. We could make that a little bit bigger. We could get rid of this little mushroom. We could do that. So let's move him down like that. Move that maybe to there. And then we could put like a sun or something like that behind him. So let's go here. Let's go to MISC. Let's go to 5. Let's have a look what we got. So we got some stars here. So I could put this up here as well. And just start creating a colouring page. Remember, never use these graphics as is, because that's what most people are going to do. Use them in combination with each other to make better colouring pages. And that's how I would go about creating a colouring book, or a dragon's colouring book. So again, if you want to check out Creative Fabrica or this dragons package, I am going to leave a link for all of these down in the description below, so you can go through and check it out. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been StackinProfit, and I'll see you again soon.